many questions as you can. Okay, because if you don't ask questions, you will not learn. Okay, even if you feel that it is a small question or a silly question or something that I can do it on my own, don't feel that way. Just be open about it. Just be frank about it. Whatever is coming in your mind, just ask me here. Okay. All right. Okay. So great. Lovely. So yes, I can see a lot of you not being able to switch on your camera. That's okay.
Thank you, Aishwarya, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm so sorry, kids. I had to leave in between because of some issues with my Zoom, but no worries. So we are live on Facebook as well, kids. So what you can do is if you face any situation like me, Zoom not responding or anything of that sort in today's meeting, you can go to our Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/Olympiad Success, and you can view our demo there as well. Otherwise, in case if you would want to view our previously held demos, you can go to that group and certainly watch. Okay. So like you already had an introduction about your mentor who would be taking up this course, Aishwarya ma'am. And we are really thankful that she is here on the platform to take classes for you all kids. I'm sure you're going to enjoy her classes a lot. So let me explain the flow of this session. Rajan sir, did we
Yeah,
take the
I
kids?
have explained. Yeah, I have explained the flow of the demo, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Okay. So then kids, without wasting any further time, why not start with the presentation then? So Rajan sir would be briefing you about this course. Okay. And through a short presentation. And if you have any doubts, any queries, what you can do is you can write it down in the chat section and we will be happy to answer all your queries. Okay. And post that, we will be starting with the demo session once the question and answer session rounds finishes. Okay, so over to you, Rajan sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, ma'am. So students, my screen is visible. You can show the thumb if it is visible.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So firstly, welcome to the demo of class 7 science. Okay. Let me tell you about us, about Olympiad Success. So Olympiad Success is India's largest online preparation platform for Olympiad exam. We have Olympiad live classes. This is our third year in live classes. And again, it is India's first exclusive live classes for Olympiad preparation. We have School Plus program. In School Plus program, we have 8 courses: mathematics, English, science, logical reasoning, communication, and communication spoken and written both, Vedic maths, and coding. Now, what else we offer? We offer online Cbac classes for grade 6 to 12. We have one-on-one preparation classes for International Mathematics Olympiad, that is SESMO, that is Singapore and Asian School Maths Olympiad, CMO, Hong Kong International Mathematics Olympiad, Thailand International Mathematics Olympiad, Math Count, US Mathematics Olympiad, Math Kangaroo, PRMO, and we also give JEE Mains preparations classes. Meet our rank holders for session 2021. For session 21-22, we are compiling the results and we will release soon. So in various Olympiad exams, Olympiad Success students got this rank. So we got 40 plus international rank 1, 70 plus top 5 international rank, and 120 plus top 10 international ranks. Now about this course, there will be 20 students in a group and class will conducted on Zoom form. The classes will be 3 sessions per week. The days are Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and timing will be 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. So the class duration is for 75 minutes and there will be a break of 5 minutes in between. The session include mix of theory, practice question, doubt session, and also discussion on previous year paper. And student will also get reading material, practice question on Olympiad Success dashboard. Student will get a free access to Olympiad Success platform for science and logical reasoning mock test and worksheet. Now the fees for this course is 11,470 and there will be 54 sessions. The link I will share in the chat box. The fee include online classes, daily reading notes and exercise, practice of previous year paper, and also access to Olympiad Success science and logical reasoning worksheet. And students, if you enroll today, you will get free crash science Olympiad, that is CSO exam. Now what you need to join this course: a laptop with good internet speed, and if possible, a headphone. Students, preparation for Olympiad exam is actually quite tougher than your school curriculum. Why? Because in Olympiad exam, we got some topics from upper grade also. So we always advise students to spend some more time to cope up with the curriculum. And parent support will be needed to check answers and reiterate concepts. Now your live classes for this course will start from 26th March. So currently we have students from 30 plus school and we are catering in 35 plus countries. So this is about your course students. Now, if you have any doubt or any question, you can ask in the chat box.
Okay, thank you so much, Rajan sir, for a detailed presentation. So kids, like you all would be knowing. Okay, oh wait, okay, Shivangni, I believe you were there in our previous sessions also. No doubts. That's wonderful. So kids, you would understand like all the existing kids, like those who have known Olympiad success from before, but then for the new kids, we are a preparation platform for Olympiad examination, and we are the largest ones also. So like almost 3 years back, 2 years back, sorry, and this is our third year, we have started with the live classes as well, wherein we specifically conduct live classes for Olympiad's preparation, hence strengthening the foundation of the students, all the students. And as Rajan sir had mentioned in his PPT also, so this year we have started with JE preparation, CBSE classes, and international mathematics classes also. So for CBSE classes, these classes would be available for grades 6th till 10th only. Okay, and in case if you are interested to enroll for that as well, so what you can do is like our demo has already, no, for science it's not taken place, it would be there in a few days. So you can, what you can do is you can go to our batch details page and check uh, about that program as well. Okay, so okay,
Yeah,
now
we
I
got
have,
one question, ma'am. Can you tell the fees? So fee for this course is 11,470.
yes, thank you. Okay, so there is one question from the name is not coming completely. Show as I believe. So you are in currently grade 6th and you would be going to grade 7. So what you can do is I would suggest you to call us or WhatsApp us on our registered mobile number, which is 9560764447, and you would be getting help regarding enrolling, like how to enroll. So we understand that right now we have not updated the grades of the students. So basically the grade is of the academic year 21-22, but soon, like in a few days, because we give the course till 15th of March to all the students. So like in the coming week, we would be updating the grades of all the students. Like you can then enroll, or what you can do is, like if you would want to enroll today itself, you can just WhatsApp us on our registered number, and the person over there will be helping you with the enrollment. Okay, so I hope this clears your doubt.
Yeah, we got one more question, ma'am.
Showbiz.
Sir, I did Aryabhat, in which we get to study math till class 9. So is it kind of same?
I did Aryabhatta, in which we get to study
I
math
think
till
he's
class.
asking. Yes, I think he's asking that in Aryabhata is he have to learn concept up to class 9. So is it same?
So basically, Satvik, what I understand here is that these are for your Olympiads preparation, right? And this would be for grade 7th. So few topics from grade 8th would be covered as well, but we won't be taking up the topics of grade 9. But yes, grade 8 topics would be covered.
Next
Shivangni,
one. Yes, yes.
I've
So next
already.
question, ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
you can continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shivangni, no, you don't have to register again. If you have already paid the fees for this course, you don't have to do anything. You have to just come for the classes, which are beginning from which date? Let me check. It's beginning from 26th of March, right?
If you join today, can you tell which exam will be conduct for free and details about it?
Okay, Nandita. So, like, if you enroll today, you are entitled for a free CREST Mathematics Olympiad. So, CREST Olympiads is basically Asia's second largest innovative Olympiad examination, and it's an online Olympiad examination which is webcam proctored. So like it, apart from science subject, it conducts other subjects as well, like maths, math, English, logical reasoning, cyber, and spell bee. So you get a free science Olympiad if you enroll today. And for further details, I would request you to go to their website, which is crestolympiads.com, and check the details about it. Okay.
I won't enroll today, but after 15th only. So is it okay?
Show is, yes, it's perfectly fine. But then the only thing is you won't be getting a free CSO. Okay.
Do you cover any particular book?
So, like, we do not cover any particular book as such here, but in our CBSE classes, we do cover, because those are for CBSE preparation, we do cover Lakhmir Singh. But here, like, we have our syllabus defined. So you can, Rajan, it would be nice if you can share the syllabus link with the kids. And
Okay.
so we would be covering, so that would, basically cover the most of the syllabus of your NCRT, and a few topics from your higher grades as well. So for 7th and 8th.
So I've
And
shared
I
one link in the chat
enroll
box.
tomorrow. Yes, you can enroll tomorrow as well, Gargi. But as mentioned earlier, you won't be getting a free CSO examination. Any further questions, kids?
What is the difference between the keys class syllabus and the Olympiad syllabus? I think he's asking for CBSE.
CBSE. So CBSE, difference between CBSE and the Olympiad classes. So kids, like CBSE, it's a very, it's a rigorous curriculum which we would be following. It's a 10-month long curriculum. And the entire topics of your CBSE would be covered in that. And the entire book, actually, Lakhmir Singh would be covered. So basically, we would want you to, get the books of that Lakhmir Singh, and your mentor would be teaching you from that. While in Olympiad classes, like Olympiads, yeah, it's Olympiads. So in Olympiads classes, we would be, like, that would be particularly pertaining to your Olympiads preparation only. Okay. So which would be helping you to appear for various Olympiad examinations.
What is the fee? Okay, again, the fee is 11,470 INR. Okay, do we have any other question? How many months will this class last?
Okay, Anandita. So these are short-term classes, like as compared to CBSE, for which you were asking earlier. So for CBSE, those were 10 months classes, but these would be 54 sessions long, and you do the math. Like these would be 3 sessions per week. So in how many months these classes will get over?
Ma'am, I gave NSO and IMO Olympiad, but my result has not came.
NSO and IMO. So Shivangni, like this is about SOF you are talking about. So we are Olympiad's preparation platform, and I would suggest you to get in touch with their customer service so that they can help you with the exam result declaration date. Okay.
Any other question we have?
Any further questions coming up, kids? No?
Miss Logical Reasoning also covered in this course.
No, Abu Sufyan, no. Basically, logical reasoning won't be covered. So basically, we do have a separate course for logical reasoning. So as Rajan sir had also told in his presentation, so basically we have 4 subjects for Olympiads preparation, which are math, science, logical reasoning, and English. So in case if you are interested to enroll for that subject, you can check the details on our batch fee page. Okay. So this would be purely science, and I would request you to, just go through the syllabus link to check what all would be covered during this entire course duration.
Next is for CSO, why do we need to register today only because our date will update on 15th March?
So show is what you can do. So many kids are doing that. So you can, just contact our customer care, contact on our customer care number, and they would be helping you to enroll today itself. Okay. And you can speak to them. Okay.
Which is better, CBSE class or Olympiad class?
Okay, Anandita. So, like, what is your focus? So, if you are looking for, CBSE preparation in itself, so then you should go for those classes. But then your focus is on preparing for Olympiad examinations. Okay, so if you are planning to give Olympiad examinations for various organizations, so we would be suggesting you to then enroll for these classes.
That course is only for logical reasoning.
Yes, absolutely. So that course is completely for logical reasoning. So Abu, I would suggest you to attend our logical reasoning demo as well. That would be conducted soon. So what you can do is just go to our batch fee details page and check the details about that.
Okay, I think we don't have any other question.
Okay, so Shivangni, I thank you very much for your compliments. So any classes of Olympiad success are excellent. So thank you so much, Shivangni. Yeah, Shoaib. So Olympiad class will be better because it would cover the CBSE content also. I agree, but then you should understand that CBSE classes, that would be a long duration course. Okay, so the 10 months, you understand that's a long duration, and we would be focusing on books, Lakshmi Singh for science and R.S. Agarwal for mathematics. So we would be completing those entire books. So it would be taking long, and we would make sure that everything, like all the concepts, are clear to you, right? So whatever would be coming into your CBSE syllabus. Okay, any further questions coming up, kids? Anything else? No queries? Show is again, yes. Also, is logical reasoning included in maths Olympiad classes? So, as I told you earlier, also, so we have different classes for different subjects. Okay, so for logical reasoning, we do have a separate course. Okay, so it won't be included in your mathematics classes. Okay. So logical reasoning in itself is a different subject and should be treated as a different subject. So I would suggest you to, like just see the demo and understand the difference. Like what if we combine two courses together, and what if we, take these courses separately. So separate for maths and separate for logical reasoning. So you get to know many different things. Okay, and we focus on conceptual clarity. So there, in your logical reasoning classes, we would be covering all the topics and everything related pertaining to that grade, and those would be really helpful.
We'll be able to solve previous year paper after this classes. I study foundation course book, but still found paper tough.
Okay. So, kids, like as I had told you, this is a 54 sessions course. Okay, so we would be trying to complete this course in say around 45 to 46 sessions, and after that, all the remaining sessions would be for your doubt sessions and solving the previous year papers. Okay, so we would be focusing on that, and we would make sure after the course completion that you are like absolutely clear with your understanding all the logics and everything. Also, like after every topic we do conduct mock tests. Okay, so we make sure that you are understanding the topics, each and every topic nicely. And after the course gets over, so like few sessions would be specifically dedicated to your doubt sessions and solving of previous year papers. Okay, so like this would be these sessions would be really helpful for you, these doubt solving and solving of previous year papers. Any other questions coming up, kids? Nice batch. Okay, for Vedic mathematics, will we cover concepts from beginning? So Shoaib, you'd be coming in 7th grade. So for Vedic mathematics, we have 3 types of batches: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. For beginner, it is for grades like I would suggest like if you are not aware of any of the concepts, because all are 3 courses: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So these are one step higher. So if you know beginners concepts, you can opt for the intermediate, and if you know the intermediate concepts, you can opt for the advanced concepts. Okay, so like yes, if you are not aware of like Vedic mathematics, you don't know the basic concepts as well, then we would suggest you to join from the basic course then.
Should we have to make payment lump sum?
Absolutely. So there is no like you have to make the payment in lump sum. We do not take any installments. Okay, Shoaib. So I would suggest you. So Vedic mathematics demo would be coming in soon. So what you guys can do is like you can bookmark our batch fee details page. Okay, and whenever there is a demo for the upcoming basic, intermediate, and advanced Vedic mathematics classes, you can certainly come and watch our demo, and you would understand like where to enroll. Okay. Any further questions coming up, kids? Or all clear? Okay, Shivangni. And what about others? All clear? Any doubts coming in? Crystal clear. Okay, so should we start with the demo session then? Yes? Okay, great. So one final question from my side. Which topic are we going to study today? Science. Science is a subject. Physical and chemical changes. So that acids, okay. So that Aishwarya ma'am would be able to tell us, because I too don't know about it. And to your question, Shoaib, in the batch website, there is nothing related to beginner, intermediate, and advanced for Vedic maths. So Shoaib, to your question, basically like the beginners come under grades 3 and 4. Intermediate comes under 5 and 6, and advanced comes under 7 till 10. Okay, so but then like we would be suggesting the students, in case if they don't know anything, like nothing about Vedic mathematics, we would suggest them joining the the basic or the intermediate batch, right? Because there would be many things which they need to know before they join. So if you are in grade 7, you cannot directly join the advanced batch. Yes. So Shoaib, what I would suggest you is like when we have the demo for grade 3 Vedic mathematics, you do attend that, and do check the syllabus link of Vedic mathematics, okay, for grade 3 and 4, which is the basic syllabus, okay. And if you feel comfortable that you know those things, or you will be able to know like solve those things, then you can join the intermediate batch. But I won't be able to recommend you to the advanced batch, because that would be too much for you, because you should understand the intermediate and the basic concepts first before joining the advanced batch. Okay. Yes, Shivangni. So we are now starting. So kids, now any further questions we will be taking once the demo gets over. Okay. So over to you, Aishwarya ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, good evening once again, all of you. So yes, I can see a lot of you haven't switched on your videos. Just to know that everybody is attentive, can you quickly raise your hand from that emoticon, that reaction thing? Can you quickly raise your hand so that I know all of you are awake? Yes. Lovely. Yes, what about the rest? Are others sleeping? Yes, quickly, everyone, so that I know that you're all awake, all attentive, because I can't see most of you here on the video. All right, lovely. Or you don't have an option. And Nandita, it's fine. I can see you. I can see you on screen. Great, lovely. Now you can all put your hands down. So today we are going to talk about the topic nutrition in plants, right? Let me quickly share my screen for all of you. Just give me a second. Yes, is my screen visible to all of you? Yes, great, lovely. All right. So before I start, all I want from you is to just be a little interactive in this session, right? So that I understand where all of you are coming from, and so that I know whether or not you understand what I'm saying, right? So before I start about what exactly is nutrition, can anyone tell me what is nutrition? Like, how do you define nutrition? If you're talking about biology, what does nutrition mean? Where does the term nutrition come from? You can just put it in the chat, whatever comes into your mind. What do you understand by, nutrition? The word nutrition. Forget plants, animals, just tell me what is nutrition. Yes, I see a lot of you try. Nurture. Very nice. Good, Vaishnavi. Anyone else? Anything else that is coming to anybody's mind looking at the word nutrition? Anything. Don't think too much. Whatever comes to your head. Okay. Shivangni has given me a full definition. Nutrition is the biochemical and physiological process by which an organism uses food to support its life. Okay. Gargi is saying the branch of science that deals with nutrients and nutrition, particularly in humans. And Yuvanika is saying the process of providing food necessary for health and growth. Great. So basically it is all about food, right? When I say nutrition, that means we are talking about nutrients, right? And how these nutrients are basically providing any kind of nurturing. So how are organisms growing using this food, correct? So when we talk about, yes, Anantha has said the process of providing or obtaining food, absolutely correct. So when we say nutrition, it is not just about food and the utilization of food, it is also obtaining the food. Where is the food coming from, right? So that we will discuss in this chapter. So before we move on to what exactly is nutrition in plants, mainly there are two modes of nutrition. Modes of nutrition means the way in which your organisms will obtain food. Okay, mode. How are they obtaining it? So there are two modes. One is autotrophic mode of nutrition and the other one is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. What does autotrophic and heterotrophic mean? Can anyone tell me? Does anyone know autotrophic, heterotrophic? I will, Vaishnavi. Of course, I will be taking the same thing. Don't worry. Yes, anyone? Quickly, just put short answers. Whatever comes, autotrophic, heterotrophic, whatever definition you know. Autotrophic means that they can make their own food. Yes. All right. Are humans autotroph or heterotroph? Humans are heterotroph or autotroph? Hetero, correct. Yes, so most of you know what is autotrophic and what is heterotrophic. So nutrition is of two kinds, like I said, auto. Auto means self, and trophic means, or troph means feeding. Okay, so self-feeding means autotrophic. Similarly, if you look at hetero means other or different, and troph again means feeding. That means these organisms are feeding on other organisms, right? Okay, let's quickly see or talk about the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Organisms who synthesize their own food are known as autotrophs, like we've already discussed and most of you know. Yes, absolutely correct, Vaishnavi. It comes from the food chain, meaning producers. Correct. So producers are all autotrophs. Now, when we say autotrophs, there are two types of autotrophs. Okay, one is phototrophic, second is chemotrophic. Photo means light. Okay, so quickly read the definition. Any form or any organism which is using the energy from the sunlight, which is the light that comes on the surface of the earth, to produce molecules using raw materials like CO2, which is carbon dioxide, and H2O, they are known as phototrophic organisms. Okay, examples, all green plants. There are a lot of, do you know any plants which are not green? Have you seen purple leaves, pink leaves, red leaves? Yes? No? Yes, correct. So those organisms will have some other kind of pigment, but all green plants will include trees, even your algae, which are small microscopic organisms, your grasses, okay, any kind of flowering plants, let's say sunflower, all green colored plants will be phototrophic. Okay, so the raw materials that are used here would be light, would be carbon dioxide, and would be water. So we will discuss phototrophism or photosynthesis in much more detail. Coming to chemoautotrophic organisms, in chemoautotrophic organisms, the main difference is that instead of light, they use some other substance, which is some kind of inorganic substances. Okay, so a lot of bacteria use this. So what they use is, what is inorganic organism or inorganic substance? Does anyone know the difference between inorganic and organic? Must have studied in chemistry. Does anyone know? Yes, anyone, all those who are raising your hands, you can put your query or whatever you want to ask in the chat, please. Yes. Anyone knows what's organic, what is inorganic? Okay, Vaishnavi is saying organic from nature. Correct. And inorganic is not from nature? Sulfur, minerals. Okay, I'll give you a simple, okay, inorganic from handmade. Okay, the basic difference between organic and inorganic, you have to understand, is anything that contains carbon molecules is organic. All right, so carbohydrate, proteins, carbon dioxide, organic. Anything that does not contain carbon is inorganic. For example, your vitamins, minerals, salts, they are all inorganic. So both are natural. There's nothing key, one is handmade or one is a natural occurring. Both are natural, but the ones that contain carbon are organic. The ones that do not contain carbon are inorganic. Simple. So oxygen would be organic or inorganic? Oxygen that you breathe, inorganic. Absolutely correct. So here you have to understand little terms, only then it becomes simpler for you to understand the concept. All right. So moving forward, if any organism is using energy of an inorganic substances, mostly the inorganic substance that is used is sulfur. So sulfur is a normal mineral that occurs on the surface of the earth. So instead of using CO2, H2O and sunlight, it is using sulfur. So there are a lot of bacteria that use sulfur. Okay, they are commonly known as sulfur bacteria, or they can also be known as purple bacteria. Organic chemistry is related to anything that involves carbon again, like study of carbohydrates, protein, amino acids. That is all organic chemistry. And in inorganic chemistry, we usually study about salts. Okay. Let's move forward. Any doubts so far, anyone? I hope it's clear. All right, please don't just learn everything, try to understand everything. Great, lovely. Okay, let's talk about photosynthesis. So photo means again light, right? You know the term photo. And synthesis means synthesizing using light. So we are talking about phototrophic organisms here. right? We will not get into detail of chemotrophic organisms here. That we will talk about when we're talking particularly about bacteria. All right. So if you have to define photosynthesis, photosynthesis means synthesis of food in the presence of 1, sunlight, 2, carbon dioxide, 3, water, and chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? Can anyone tell me? What is chlorophyll? Yes, what about the others? I see only a few people answering. I want everyone to participate. Even if you answer one question, even if it's incorrect, it's fine. I just want all of you to be involved. Correct. It is the green pigment on leaves. So initially I told you all green plants will perform photosynthesis, or all green plants are phototrophic in nature. Correct? So why are they phototrophic in nature? Because they have chlorophyll, which imparts the green color that you see in plants. All right. So here what happens is the plants, or the green pigment that is present, the chlorophyll, will absorb the sunlight. All right. And will also take in carbon dioxide and water from the soil, and photosynthesis will occur. In photosynthesis, what they're doing is they are basically making food, and a byproduct would be oxygen. So this we will study in a little more detail. All right. So if I talk about photosynthesis quickly, this is a short video for all of you. Could you just go through it? So there's the raw material: sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, and chlorophyll. The chlorophyll will absorb the sunlight. It's fine. You can just have a look at it. It's fine. No, just have a look. Okay. So all the green color in the plants are chlorophyll. You can't hear it. None of you can hear it. Video is not audible. Okay. All right. So I'll
Shreya
just,
ma'am, what you can do is like at the top of your screen, there would be a bar dropping down. Okay. Just see there would be a green bar, and under more options or view options, there would be share sound. Just click on that.
yes.
And then you can rewind the video.
Is it audible now?
No. Or did you click on the share sound button?
Yes. Just 1 second. I'll just check again. I did. I just can't. It's still not audible, right?
Yeah, it is not audible. So can you do one thing, like just stop the screen sharing, and once you start the screen sharing once again, at the bottom there would be share system sound as well. So there would be a checkbox. You just click on that checkbox.
Yes, I'll stop the screen share.
Then start again, and like
I can't
before.
hear you.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Aishwarya ma'am.
I'm audible. Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes, Aishwarya ma'am, you are audible. Rajan, maybe if you can try, like
Yeah.
if my voice is not audible to her.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
I think so she cannot hear anyone.
Yes, ma'am. Now I can hear you.
Now you can hear?
Okay.
Okay. So once you click on the share screen button, okay. So at the bottom, like don't click on the blue share button, but at the bottom there would be an option share sound. Okay. So click on that and then click on the share button.
It's Still not audible, I think. No?
Yeah, it is not audible.
Okay.
No, Shoiz, it's not necessary for her to mute herself. So not a problem, Aishwarya ma'am. You can, just play the video and maybe you can,
I'll give a voiceover.
Yes, absolutely. Do that, please.
Okay. So yeah, so like I was saying, photosynthesis, the raw materials you already know, right? There's CO2, there's H2O, and there's water and chlorophyll. Now chlorophyll, all of you know, is present in the green leaves. All right. So these pigments will help in capturing the sunlight. So if the chlorophyll pigment is not present, the sunlight is not captured. That is why organisms which are not green in color will not conduct photosynthesis. For example, your flowers. Flowers are not green in color, right? So they don't conduct photosynthesis. The leaves will conduct photosynthesis and they will provide the food to the flowers and other parts of the plant, right? So all the chlorophyll that is present in plants is present in the leaves. And where exactly in the leaves are they present? Does anyone know? I'm sure they're not present all over the leaves, right? There are other types of molecules and other types of organelles also present. So think about that answer till we watch this video. So here from the roots of the plant, water and minerals are absorbed, and you must have seen there's a pattern on the leaves, right? They act as veins. Like you all have veins, they also have veins, and the water will reach the leaves. Okay, now water has reached the leaves. Your CO2 is absorbed by the stomata, which is small openings on the leaves, and chlorophyll will absorb the light, right? Now all the raw materials are present and food is made. Simple as that. Okay, so see here, there's water, there was CO2, sunlight is coming in and food is prepared. This food is now again distributed to all parts of the plant using these veins only. Okay, chloroplast, absolutely correct, Shivani. Chloroplasts are small organelles that are present in leaves that have chlorophyll in them. Okay, sap is everything. Water plus mineral is known as sap. Okay, so anything mixed with water in the plants is sap. Symbol of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll has a very big formula. You don't need to know it right now. Okay. Yes, Shivangi, please ask what your doubt is. Yeah, absolutely. The midrib is the main stem, and then you have the veins around the leaves. So the center portion of the leaf is the midrib, the middle vein. Absolutely correct. And the rest are the veins, and then we have the veinlets, right? Shall we move forward? I will tell you. There's no organism. There is basically how stomata opens up is, what happens is, so quickly just have a look here. If you see, this is how just structure of the leaf. Stomata opens and closes according to the need of the plant, right? So for example, how we breathe in air, we are breathing in oxygen, giving out CO2. Similarly, plants do not have any kind of lungs or any breathing system, right? So what they do is they open up their stomata. Stomata will allow entry or exit of air or CO2 mainly. And this is how it functions. Now, there is a huge mechanism of how stomata works, but that is for later. We will study that also, but it is just like a pore. So imagine it like a pore, which has an open access. All right, and it will open and close according to the plant's needs. So for example, the plant does not require CO2, it will not open up. It's fine. It will remain closed. Yes, Shivani? Okay, Vaishnavi, you're talking about stomata? I'll just show you the structure of stomata in the next slide, okay? Just give me a minute. Okay. So we will talk about stomata a little in detail, Vaishnavi. Just let me talk about what exactly is photosynthesis. So here, if you see, this is the formula of photosynthesis. We have CO2, which was the carbon dioxide. there is H2O, which gives you C6H12O6, which is nothing but your sugar or the starch, which is the food that is being made, right? Then you have, as a byproduct, there's oxygen, and there's some amount of water vapor that is also released. Now, we all know, we've all studied in chemistry, you have to have a balanced equation. So this is just a balanced equation, 6 molecules of CO2 plus 12 molecules of H2O in the presence of light and plant enzymes. Plant enzymes is nothing but your chlorophyll. Will give you food or carbohydrate, which is starch. So this is the formula for starch, C6H12O6, plus 6 molecules of O2, which is given out in the atmosphere, and 6 molecules of H2O. Okay. Now here it's written plant biomass. Does anyone know what biomass is? What is biomass? Sugar is glucose only. Yes, Shivan. We use it in biology. In biology, we can overlap these terms like starch, sugar, glucose. Storage form is starch, and productive form or the production is called glucose. Glucose is stored in plants in the form of starch, and then when we eat the plants, we can obtain that from the plants. All right, great. I'm glad you've understood. What is biomass? Anyone knows what is biomass? Okay. Biomass is something, yes, it's a, Anandita, you're more or less right. Yes, Shivangini has given the correct definition. The amount of living material that is present in any organism, that is biomass. Okay, so obviously whatever they produce comes under biomass. So starch is being produced inside them, that can be in the storage form as food. So that is the plant biomass, right? Any doubts here? Can we move forward? Let's quickly have a look at the structure of the leaf and how the stomata works. Any doubt, anyone? No? Okay. So let's look at the cells, or let's say the structure of the leaf. So what are cells? Just a basic idea. Cells are anything that your organisms are made of. So cells are basically the building blocks of any living organism, right? So collection of cells will be forming the tissues, correct? Cells are the smallest units of life or the bits of life, and they will form the tissues. Cells can be seen under the microscope, of course, because they're very minute, and most of your organisms are made up of cells, tissues, and then organs. There are a lot of unicellular organisms that are only made up of cells. They don't have any kind of tissues. So this is just an overview of how organisms are made of. The cells are enclosed in a tiny boundary called the cell membrane. So just for their own protection, like how we have an outer skin in our body, each cell also has a outer membrane to them. Most cells have a distinct and centrally located spherical structure called nucleus. So exactly how Shivangini said, the cells will make up tissues. Tissues make up the organs. Organs will make the organ system. And organ system will make the whole body, right? Now, for example, in humans, we have everything. We have cells also, we have tissues, organs, organ system, and then an entire body. Do plants have an organ system? Do you think plants have an organ system? No, right? They don't have any kind of lungs or any kind of system that works together. No alimentary canal, no digestive system, no excretory system, right? All they have is organs. Okay, then there are some organisms that only have tissues, and then there are some organisms with only cells. Can anyone give me examples of organisms with only cells? Just made up of cells. Yes, Vaishnavi, you can tell your doubt. Amoeba, correct, Shivani, very good. Amoeba. Amoeba is just one cell organism. Similarly, your bacteria, one cell, right? Yes, Shivani, you can put your doubt there. No, Shivani doesn't have a doubt. Vaishnavi has a doubt. Vaishnavi, can you put your doubt in the chat box itself? The nucleus is surrounded by a jelly-like substance called the cytoplasm. Yes. Not other organisms, other organ systems. So lungs are the organs. However, the lungs, the windpipe, and the alveoli inside the lungs, everything will form the lung organ system, because they will work all together. They cannot work individually. You cannot just place a lung outside or just take only the lung without the windpipe or the alveoli and work. Yes, it is no, Taxifolia is not a unicellular organism. It is a multicellular organism. Plants don't have an organ system. They don't, because they do not work in combination with each other, right? There are only different organs. Organs as in they do have a vascular organ, and those vascular organs are just made up of the tissues. Yes, organism with only one cell is known as a unicellular organism. No, lungs is organ only. Yes, okay. All right, so here they have just explained a little bit of structure of your cell. So if I have to roughly tell you, if this is the outer wall of the cell, right, this is known as your cell membrane, or you can also call it the plasma membrane, right? You have a nucleus, which is usually centrally located. The nucleus will have the genetic material, okay? And around the nucleus, you have a liquid matrix or gel-like material, which is known as the cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm will have all the other organelles. All other organelles means vacuole, mitochondria, chloroplast. The cytoplasm has it. So when we talk about the cell, we usually divide it into two parts, the nucleus and the cytoplasm. Okay. So whenever you are studying anything, especially biology, what you do is you divide. Do division of everything so that it becomes easier for you to understand. Otherwise, if you start learning everything all together, it becomes a little difficult, right? So this is an actual cell that is present in the plants. So usually plants have a hexagonal cell. If you can see, usually they have something, a rigid cell, and there is a nucleus present. They have a cell membrane. And other than that, they also have an outer structure, which is the cell wall. So the cell wall is something that is unique in plants. That gives them the rigidity. How? Because they don't have a skeleton system like we have. So to support their body, to provide a little rigidity, they also have an outer structure, which is known as the cell wall. No animals have a cell wall. Only plants have a cell wall. Okay? Yes. See, larger animals will have more cells also, and they might have bigger cells also. It depends on what cell we are talking about. Okay, for example, if you talk about the neurons, the nerve cell that is there, it can be 2 meters long also. So that is the longest cell that is present in the animal body, right? And another single cell that is very large is the egg. Normal egg that you eat, that is one cell. So it's quite large. You can see it with your own eyes. So it depends on what animal or what organism we are talking about. That egg that you're eating is only one cell structure, basically. Okay. They don't have cell wall. No, none of the animals have a cell wall. We do not have a cell wall because we do not absorb water from the surface. Cell wall is usually present because of the presence of stomata, as well as the exchange or diffusion of water and minerals through the surface of the plant. In animals and in humans, we have a proper breathing system, right? So we are not exchanging from our skin, right? So we don't require cell wall. Okay, just quickly have a look at the section of the leaf. Here you will understand what exactly stomata is. So here you can see there's a outer coating or the outer wall, which we also call the epidermis. Okay, then On top of the epidermis, there's a waxy cuticle. Why is the waxy cuticle present? Is to prevent loss of water. You must have seen, if you have a leaf at home, you can just have a look. There's a leathery or a rubbery or waxy finish to the leaf, right? Some leaves are rough, but some leaves are little finished, or they have a little bit of shine on them. That is because of presence of cuticle. Okay, cuticle will prevent loss of water. Cuticle, just think about it as a cellophane covering on top of the surface of the leaf, so that water is not lost rigorously. However, wherever stomata is present, the cuticle will be absent. Okay, they are just preventing loss of water from the other parts of the plant. Stomata will open and close on its own. Okay, coming below, these are the cells. There are different types of cells present in the leaves. You have these type of cells which are a little bit of rectangular in shape. Then you have some kind of round shaped cells. All these cells, you see these small green dots here? These all contain chloroplast. Chloroplast will contain chlorophyll. Okay, so these are cells. These are normal cells. They are called Palisade layer because of their structure. Palisade means rectangular stacked structure. Okay, and inside them you can see the nucleus is here, and this is the vacuole. Usually plants have a large central vacuole because they need to store the food that they've made. All right, in animals usually the vacuole is not this large. Vacuole is very small. Around it you see multiple chloroplast, and here also you can see multiple chloroplast. Yes, you can show it. Yes, it is a different in different leaves. This is a basic leaf structure, right? It can be rectangular, it can be hexagonal, it can be round. Shivangini, there are many shapes. There are more than 10-15 shapes of the cell, depending upon which organism you are talking about. Aditi, my voice is breaking. Is it breaking for all of you? No? Aditi, I just request you to please check your network once. Okay, so if you see here, they've shown stomata at the bottom surface. So imagine this leaf like this. Okay, so this is the leaf. This upper epidermis is this part of the leaf, and the lower epidermis is the bottom part of the leaf. So the bottom part of the leaf has more stomata. Why? Can anyone tell me? Why? Why do you think? Simple common sense answer. Why? Shivangini is asking why. Anyone, anything comes to your mind? See, imagine this is the leaf. The sun is coming on the top continuously, right? Imagine yourself standing in the sun. Absolutely correct. Anandita has given the right answer. So if someone is standing under the sun for the entire day, they will lose out water. You will feel dehydrated, right? So to prevent all of that, plants have placed their stomata at the bottom surface so that less loss of water is there. Okay, so more stomata are present on the lower surface. Now just showing you the structure of stomata here. This is how the stomata looks like. Stomata is made up of, Vaishnavi had a question of stomata, right? That how stomata opens and closes. So how this is the structure of stomata, you can see there are two cells present, and this is an opening or the pore. This is an actual structure of a stomatal opening under the microscope. These are the other cells. This is the lower epidermal cells that you can see, and this is the opening. So these large cells, when they absorb water, they will open up. Okay, and when they lose out water, they will close. It's just a simple mechanism. Just the moment they will absorb water, they will just swell up and the pore automatically opens. And this moment they lose water, the pore will automatically close. Okay, so depending upon the requirement and how they are not connected to each other. The stomata is this entire structure. This entire structure is stomata. Okay, and these two cells that are present here are known as guard cells. So they are, and this pore that you can see in the center is the stomatal pore. Okay. Yes. So if they lose water, these guard cells lose water, they close. So let's say at night, when there is no water, you usually don't water the plants at night, right? So the plants are not absorbing water, they don't have water, they will not open up. and also there is no light, right? So they do not require photosynthesis as well. So at night, the stomata is usually closed. Minimum number of stomata, Shivangini, depends upon, again, the type of plant. For example, grasses have a lot of stomata on both the surfaces. Why? If you see, grasses are usually like this. Have you seen leaf of grasses like this? No, they're standing up straight, right? Both surfaces have what? Your stomata. So they can have about 50, 60 stomata. But trees and all, which are higher up in the air and much more closer to the sunlight, they will have lesser stomata on the surface. So they can have only 1 or 2 as well, depending upon what tree or what species we're talking about. There are a lot of plants which give fruits, which flower continuously. They will have more stomata because more photosynthesis will be required. There are some plants which do not conduct more photosynthesis, so number of stomata would be less in that case, right? Shall we move forward? Any doubt, anyone? Okay. Okay. So there's a experiment that can be conducted to test a leaf for starch. So photosynthesis has been conducted, right? And starch has been made. Starch, C6H12O6, right? Which is nothing but your glucose. To how do you test for starch? So you can see this experiment. You can take a leaf in boiling water, right? And this leaf can be again boiled in ethanol. Ethanol is what? Alcohol, right? And then the leaf is just washed to, yes, to just get rid of all the excess alcohol that might be present. And then you can take an iodine solution. In the presence, yes, you can do it in rice also. You can do it in anything, but we are basically checking the presence of chlorophyll in the leaf. We already know that, your rice has starch. So as soon as you put iodine solution, the leaf will turn blue black in color. Absolutely correct, Aditi. So you will know that yes, wherever there is a green leaf present, chlorophyll is present and photosynthesis can occur. So this is just the instructions like I told you, right? So iodine, you can do it. Yes, Vaishnavi, you can do the same for rice also, but we're checking for chlorophyll. That is why we're doing it in green leaves. All right, any doubt, anyone? This is given in your books as well. This is a very common experiment that normally we perform in practical labs as well, just to check the presence of starch. Okay, so what happens here, basically why are we taking a green leaf is just to see that the green parts of the leaf will turn blue black in color, but the white parts, so let's say that there is a leaf, you've seen leaves with patches, small green patches, there are white patches, even your snake plant, variegated plants, that means different type of colors, yellow leaves or red leaves. If you try it with them, you will not see any kind of blue black color. You can only see it in the green parts of the plant. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. The yellow area will not show any color, and only the green area is showing the blue black color, which tells you that the green part, which is the chlorophyll containing part of the leaf, is conducting the photosynthesis. Rest everything else is not conducting photosynthesis. Okay, so this is just a reverse. So what you can do is you can de-starch the leaf after a few hours, and you can also it basically is showing you the importance of photosynthesis, right? So we just quickly move forward. This is what you mean by de-starch. De-starch means that you take a black paper, cover a part of the leaf, and then again you can check it with the iodine solution, and the part that was covered with with the black paper does not show any kind of blue black color. Why? It has green pigment, right? So I took a leaf, covered it with black paper, and then checked it for iodine test. Why didn't you see any kind of blue black color in it? There was no starch. Why? Why was there no starch? The leaf is green in color. It has chlorophyll. There is no sunlight. Absolutely correct. Yes, absolutely correct. So in the portion which was covered with the black paper, there was no sunlight, and hence there was no photosynthesis. So each and every raw material, water, CO2, sunlight, and chlorophyll, all of these are important for your photosynthesis. Absolutely correct. So most of you have understood the concept.
Leaf,
Okay.
boiling water.
Now I think you can hear the audio. Just have a quick look at this. They are conducting this experiment, right? I hope everybody can hear this now.
Leaf, boiling water, alcohol, iodine solution, test tube, spirit lamp. Take a leaf from a plant that has been exposed to sunlight for several hours. Place the leaf in boiling water. This will kill the leaf, disrupt the cell membrane, and soften the cell walls, allowing the iodine to enter the cells and react. Now put the leaf in a test tube and cover it with alcohol.
Why are we putting it in alcohol is so that the leaf doesn't die completely. Because if the leaf is dead, like for example, if you pick out any fallen leaf, that will not show the iodine test, okay, because it is already dead. Just so that it does not die anymore and the photosynthetic product is intact, we put it in alcohol also, okay? Otherwise, the boiling has killed the leaf. It has stopped the photosynthetic process. Sorry.
Leaf, boiling spirit lamp. Leaf in boiling water, enter the cells and react. Now put the leaf in a test tube and cover it with alcohol.
Aishwarya ma'am, sorry to interrupt in between, but like time is about to get over. We just have 2 minutes in hands to, so like it would be really nice if you can wrap it up in a minute.
Okay, okay. I'll just skip this video because we've already discussed this, right?
Sure.
All right. Quickly, so we'll just discuss a few questions so that I have an idea of how you've understood. So first question, quickly answer everyone. The components that are necessary for our body are called vitamin, pulses, nutrients, or minerals. Okay. Nutrients, correct. So we are talking about nutrition, right? So all these vitamins, pulses, minerals all come under nutrients only. Okay. So everything is nutrients only, right? So this is an easy one. Quickly moving on to the next question. Which of the following is a nutrient? Vitamin, fat, protein, all of the above. I just told you the answer. D. Correct, all of the above. So like I said, anything that is being utilized by our body as food is nutrient. So even vitamin, fat, protein, carbohydrates, pulses, fruits, whatever you can eat and obtain energy from is all nutrient. Okay. The food making process in plant is called glycolysis, photosynthesis, respiration, or chemosynthesis. This is easy. Photosynthesis, correct. Photosynthesis is the process of food making. Okay. Tiny pores present on the surface of the leaf through which gaseous exchange occurs are, already people are known the answer, correct. Stomata, epidermis, guard cell, or gas holes. Correct. The correct answer is stomata, right? So I'm going to just stop sharing my screen. So of course, this chapter has a lot more, but we will continue later, right?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Aishwarya ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. So students, how was the session? Please let us know in the chat box. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Super. Really informative. Okay. Okay. Today class is fantastic. Know what to say about today's class. Okay. Superb. Okay. Okay. I can see very good adjectives here. So students, in the chat box, I have shared one link. Okay. Just wait a second.
Meanwhile, if you have any doubts, please let us know.
No doubt. Okay. Okay. Anyone have any question or doubt? No? Okay. Okay then. Okay. So students, in the chat box, I have shared one link. Please copy this link and save somewhere. Okay. So to register for this course, you can register here. So now Aishwarya ma'am will meet you in the live classes. Okay, students. So thank you, Aishwarya ma'am. Thank you, Atim, and thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.